Good morning, everybody. It is a beautiful day again at Lalande. At least we can be thankful for the weather that we're having in France during our lockdown. And I thought I'd start the day with some tea and a toasted marmalade sandwich and a bit of painting. I poached a table from one of the many empty guest bedrooms, and I've set myself up to paint a little bit of gold on the frame because I want to finish that project today. And there's my tea and marmalade sandwich. But look at the weather. I think I better get that window open now. And also it's getting to the time of year when we'll be turning the fountain on. Traditionally, we always do that at our Easter party, and we won't be having the Easter party this year, but I see no reason why the fountain shouldn't go on as usual. There, it's much nicer with the window open. Also, we had very good news yesterday. A man came from the electrical company and told my mother that they are going to be burying our cables in 6 months' time. I'm so excited. I've always loved the idea of those being buried, but we didn't have the funds for it. And suddenly, apparently, they're going to do it. So, good news, even in the middle of a lockdown. This is a slightly darker gold than I would usually have gone for, but obviously there's no DIY shops open. I use what I have, and I'm lucky to have this. And I think I'll just make it quite a small bit of gold. I'm trying to make it almost more of a wash. I like the way it's coming on, but I think it needs a little bit more gold. More is more. My plan is to create a very light wash of gold over the whole frame and then a stronger gold line just on the inside edge. So now that the whole thing has that wash, I'm just going over the inside line more and more. I'm happy with this effect, and whilst that's drying, I'm going to iron the napkin. Let's see if the iron has arrived. Mummy told me that she'd put it outside my room. Every time I walk up to my door, I'm super ashamed because you can see I've only done one coat on this door. Well, no excuse not to get on with that in the next week. One more week of quarantine to go. Isn't Mummy lovely? There is an iron, perfect. This is my dressing room. It's got a whole wall of hanging space, which I've covered with a striped silk. And you can see at the end, one of my rails is down, so that's my evening wear. It also has some cupboards where I keep my shoes and bags. And then in one corner, I have an ironing board, just for last minute ironing emergencies before I get dressed. Never used it for framing things before. And I'm not about to. Because look at the filthy old iron, and it's not coming on. It's broken. So, one iron down. I'll see if Mummy can get me another one. Take two. Yes! And my milk reserves have been replenished. I was getting dangerously low for tea. And if there are two things that I can't live without during quarantine, it's tea and Wi-Fi. Okay, take two, and the great news is that the light is on. We're getting there. There, it's not perfect, but I think if I carry on, I'll burn it. And I think it's going to be fine for the frame now. The frame is dry, the napkin is ironed, and we are ready to go. I'm going to lose a little bit at each edge because it's slightly wider than the frame, though the top and bottom will be in fine. Gosh, look how pretty that looks. I'm feeling quite pleased with myself. What a transformation from an old, uninteresting frame and a napkin. And now there's something beautiful. I don't have any glass cleaner, and it absolutely needs it. You can't quite tell at this angle. So I don't want to ask Mummy to come upstairs again. I think she's done more than enough today. So tomorrow I will ask her for glass cleaner, clean the glass and find somewhere to put it up. I'm already delighted with the way it's looking. Really delighted. Mummy's not letting a global crisis stop her from keeping the garden in tip-top shape. She has been out there for hours. Right, I'm all suited up. Time for my daily walk. I saw the postwoman arrive, so I'm going to see if there's anything in the post box. It's such a beautiful day. Always exciting. I was hoping it would be my SIM card. I've ordered a French SIM card so that I get more 4G for the mobile office. But no, check again tomorrow. Another excellent outfit. Are you wearing all of the coats?
I've got 1, 2, 3,
4. I can see a 4th.
Yes, there is another one.
And more under that.
Yes.
Mummy is wearing a minimum of 5 layers, but we suspect there may be a vest as well. There's no stopping her. Gosh, it's busy out today. People everywhere I look. Coucou, Antoine. Hi. See you later. This is our bluebell wood, which becomes a carpet of bluebells. And I've just come to see if they're out yet. But no, they're just starting. You can see quite a few coming up, but it's not the full carpet that I expect. So I'll keep an eye on it over the next couple of weeks so that you don't miss it. It's definitely starting, but it's not there yet. But it's wonderful just sitting here and listening to the birds. Mummy's making my lunch. Mummy, I think I've got to take this quarantine seriously. Maybe I should stay in quarantine a couple more weeks.
Yes, I think you're loving this.
I'm loving it. All of my meals made for me.
Yes, you're loving it. And I cannot wait for you to come and bake a cake.
Ooh, I'll make lemon drizzle cake.
Oh,
when I'm out.
Okay, go away. I'll put that in...
Okay, I'm backing off. Bye, Mummy.
We take this seriously.
Yes, we do. Daily life is so strange.
Okay, bon appétit.
Bon appétit. See you later.
Bye.
Time for lunch. Baked potato and sardines. You will not believe what just happened. I was peacefully sitting in my bedroom window. Mummy was in the kitchen. Nick was in the guardian's house. When suddenly a mobile home drove into the main courtyard. I heard my mother scream out from the kitchen, "Stephanie, what's going on?" And I saw Nick going out to investigate. Then a bit of time passed and then Nick arrived at the foot of my window and went, "Steph, your volunteers arrived." And it turns out it's somebody who asked to volunteer at Lalande that I spoke to by email 2 or 3 months ago. I presume no one was coming because of the lockdown. The only volunteers I've heard from recently are people saying obviously they can't make it. And it'd been so long ago that I'd forgotten what day he was supposed to be coming. And then when he heard about the lockdown, he decided to just keep driving in his mobile home. And well, now he's here. There's the mobile home. So our numbers have gone up. We are now 6 people living at the Chateau de Lalande. So Selmar the Dutchman is now in quarantine in his mobile home for the next 2 weeks, and Mummy's dropping food off in the basket of his bicycle, but they're already getting on like a house on fire and planning all sorts of jobs around the garden for him. Mummy's delighted. I forgot to check it today. Hang on. I see something glinting in there. What is it? A treat! Dairy milk! Oh, life is good. Thank you, Nikki, for the treat! Not sure anyone's heard me. Still, I'm filled with gratitude. I've come downstairs because tonight the bishops of France have asked every church in the country to ring the bells for 10 minutes because it's Annunciation and no one can go to church, and in solidarity against the virus. Our chapel doesn't have a bell, but our chateau does, so Mummy's decided that she is going to ring the bell in solidarity, and that's happening right now. We've got to go outside. We're outside waiting 2 minutes to ring the bell, but Mummy has seen the opportunity to clean the ivy off the wall. No time like the present, hey Mummy?
Stephanie, it's just as well not to stand idle like some people I know. Isn't it?
It's time, Mummy. Put down your ivy.
In unison.
Great, Mummy! I think that's perfect.
This fell on my head.
I was a bit worried that the entire bell was going to come off the wall and fall on your head.
I wonder what bits what they are.
That was superb. And just in case anyone thinks I'm getting too close to you, we're zooming in here. That's where Mummy actually is. We joined in solidarity.
Even if nobody heard us. What a lovely sky.
It's a beautiful night. I can hear them. Oh, it's so faint you won't be able to hear it, Mummy, but I can hear Causant sur Vôvre, the bells are ringing.
Oh, tell them I'm ringing to them.
Be careful your head, Mummy.
You think you heard me?
I'm pretty sure everyone heard you.
I can't hear a thing.
They're definitely ringing.
Oh, good. Oh, we feel part of the world.
We're out here. Don't forget about us. We haven't forgotten about you. You probably couldn't hear the bells because they were so faint in the distance, but I can't describe how moving it was to be in isolation here at the chateau and suddenly hear our local village church bells ringing. And to realise that all of France is unified, even if we're far apart from each other and isolated in our homes, we're all hoping for the same thing. And I'm so happy that Mummy rang our bell too. I just want to add a quick message to this vlog because today is Friday and that means it's time for Michael Petherick's vlog on the channel Doing It Ourselves on YouTube tonight at 7 p.m. UK time. I will definitely be watching it. I'm very excited. I loved last week's. Please try to support him by subscribing and liking the video. That would be fantastic. As you've probably noticed, during the lockdown, I'm trying to put out as many videos as possible, nearly one a day. But from now on, I'll be taking Fridays off because you'll be able to catch up with Chateau life through Michael's vlog that day. And until then, I'll carry on giving you daily updates, but tomorrow's video will be part 2 of The Young Visitors by Daisy Ashford. I hope you're all safe and well wherever you are in the world. Bye bye from Lalande.